Alright. Welcome back to King Collectibles, everyone. I got another XM piece! Alright, if you've been watching, you know how much I love my XM pieces. This is XM piece number 6 for me. This is the XM Nightwing Samurai. Now, if you're watching this, you already know about this piece. You have seen the XM assembly video, and you know how insane the amount of switch out it comes with. I think it blends, it has a lot of similarities to the XM Deathstroke. I think it's a sleeper if you didn't pick this one up. It's just, I think it flew under the radar, but if you really look at this thing in detail, it's got the same kind of sculpt that the XM Deathstroke has, same kind of technological samurai armor, Neo Tokyo Punk vibe. Deathstroke had a really cool like destroyed monkey statue base, and this is like an Oni spirit base. It's really cool. But what's even more insane is I'm looking forward to the bow and arrow, the quiver, the arrows, the kunai, the batons that are very signature Nightwing. I think the unmasked portrait is the closest to the comics of what Dick Grayson looks like. Everything else has been just kind of a little bit different, but I think this one's the closest one. So it's got a ton of switch outs, and it's got an amazing base. So I am looking forward to this piece. So yeah, I guess. Oh, one quick thing. If you've been watching, you know that there's an XM Magneto behind me. And I thought, Magneto was like the last of the old school XM with the big bases. Heavy as hell, dense shipping box. But surprisingly, this thing was a bigger pain in the butt to get up the stairs. I mean, it's so dense and compact that it's tight, but it's really cumbersome to lift and just kind of get it up the stairs. So anyway, small rant aside, I'm looking forward to this. I know you are. Let's get to it. Alright guys, let's look at the top box, the top layer of the box here. We're going to remove the top styrofoam. In here, we're greeted with the really nice black XM envelope. Unfortunately, no more of the really cool book that I love so well. And instead, what we're getting these days is we are getting the layout on really nice cardstock, which helps with repacking in the future if you need to move the piece, and the very Everest awesome Nightwing art print that comes with all of your XM pieces. Moving that out of the way, we see we've got the top layer, and wha-bam! Wha-bam! You know how much I love those! Wha-bam! It's that awesome pre-order plaque that I love, and I'm so glad it came with one. But off to the top layer, you can see we've got the bow, 6 arrows, the kunai, the 2 batons, or 4 batons, the 3 head sculpts. Let's go ahead and get to unboxing these. Nightwing Samurai. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. I do love me these pre-order plaques. Call me a sucker, but I do love them. Woo! Da 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 la la la. That really nice XM box. Oh yeah. here we go. Okay, so there are 6 arrows. We're obviously not gonna unpack all of them on camera because it just takes too long, so I'm just gonna pick the middle one and then go from there. These are nice, guys. Oh wow. Alright, yeah. Camera will focus. Look at the workmanship on these. This is a really nice arrow. And you get 6 of them. Oh, one of the very awesome magnetic kunai that's been attached to his leg. Hell yeah. Really awesome. This one of the switch out hands. There. You can see the detailing on this, really nice with the just blue trim on the silver metal. I mean, this is very, very nice, folks. There's a piece of sculpted wood to go in the base, and it looks like wood. Feels like wood too. This is the kunai that you're growing. Sorry, this is the baton set that's gonna fix onto his back as a switch out when he's not holding them in his arms. One of the switch out hands holding the baton. I mean, look at that trim on the baton. It's got the same blue. I mean, this is really cool. Just look at the techno detailing that's on here. This is really nice. The other side. Look at that, look at the blue. This blue really pops in the middle of the gold and the silver. I mean, this is just fabulous. Fabulous. This is one of the switch out hands with the kunai in it. Very, very cool. Now this one doesn't come out, you do get 4 of them separately though. Very nice. Really kick-ass looking quiver. It's gonna go on his back, which is gonna be really cool. This piece goes on the base. Very nicely textured. Feels like a rock here. Alright, let's take a look and see which head sculpt we have. Oh yeah. This is the demon mask one. And honestly, one of the main reasons I got this piece because of this how awesome this wolf mask looks. Yeah, seeing on camera and over in videos from cons and stuff doesn't do it justice. You have to see this in person. The character here on his mask is actually Ye, which means night. Very cool. This is not my favorite mask of the 3. I don't think I'll be using this very often, but I'm going to leave him out though. Now here is the main event. This Dick Grayson head sculpt is the closest comic accurate one out of the 3, but more so the Samurai line. This is the closest one that has the comic accurate sculpt. Detail on this is phenomenal. It's going to come down between this and Wolf Mask for me. This one I'm going to be using That little piece is where you can cover up on the back if you're not using any of the back switch outs, but I will be using mine. Bow is very, very nice. I like that these are just rubber bands. They're just rubber bands, but still though, for the tension, these are really, really nice. The detail is phenomenal in this bow. Alright, that was the top layer. I guess we're now going to switch. Alright guys, the base and the body we're going to do off camera because they're too big and too cumbersome, so I'm not even going to try. Don't want to risk anything, but let's get some of these other smaller pieces unboxed and then go from there. Now this is the arm for the quiver. This is his right arm. Look at that! Look at that armor plating! Look at that detail! I mean, this is just... it's just an awesome piece, regardless of whether you're a Nightwing fan or not. I am a Nightwing fan. I like Red Hood a little bit more than Nightwing, so I'm looking forward to the Red Hood version of this, but yeah, this is amazing. This is a part of the base, really solid detailing in the woodwork. It feels like the material of this would have been concrete and wood. It just feels really nice. Texturing is top notch, but then what else do you expect? XM usually knocks it out of the park with stuff like this. This is the left arm. I think this is the quiver arm. This is the one right arm that you get with him. You get one arm, but a bunch of wrist switch outs. Again, love, love, love the detailing on this. So excited that I have this. Alright, let's get it back on the turntable and let's put this awesome guy together. Alright everyone, we just did the unboxing. Now we're going to put together Nightwing. I actually had to pull up the the assembly video just to kind of figure out where the base parts would go. I mean, all in all, you know, in the intro I was talking about how this Magneto, the box was so dense and so heavy and so cumbersome, but this Nightwing box carrying up the stairs was even way worse, right? But, and this is where it's going to flip around, with Magneto, it was cumbersome because look at that base. That base was a real pain, headache to put together because it was so elaborate and had so many parts and was so intricate. Nightwing though, I think putting him together is going to be pretty super straightforward. He's got a ton of switch outs. I mean, a ton of switch outs. Actually, no, we need to put the base parts on first. So this wood piece keys in here onto the side. And there's a smaller wood piece that I forgot to unpack. It's actually out there, but I'll get that in a little bit. The wood piece actually goes in here, and I just forgot to grab it. It's out there, which is fine. Let's get it after we're done shooting this. All right, let's put the body on. And come on, foot peg. Don't be a problem. You know how much I love my XM pieces. This is my number 6-1. But getting the body in though, sometimes it is kind of a pain. Okay, that's a magnet and that will key once this guy keys. It's like you have to get the angle in just right or it doesn't want to sit. Alright, bear with me folks, this might take a hot minute. There we go. That took a while. That took a while to get that. The angle just had to be just right to plop in, and I'm glad it did because I was like, this whole piece in general is freaking awesome. Samurai or not, the whole techno mix of ancient and neo Tokyo style is just freaking fabulous. Love the armor as much as I love the Deathstroke armor, so yeah, probably will be picking up more of these. But anyway, so let's look at the switch outs real quick. Over here we have the bow and arrow set. He's holding the arrow bow in one hand, and we've got the wolf mask. So yeah, let's just do some switch outs. So I'm going to take this off. And switch that with the regular hand. I'm going to take off the quiver arm and the quiver. And let's put the kunai arm on. And then with this hand like a fighting ready stance. I'm going to switch the wolf mask out with the Neo Tokyo modern samurai futuristic mask, which by the way that symbol says knight. You can put on the batons on the back. There. This is really difficult to line the hole in for some reason, but alright, I know some people might take off one of the kunai because he's holding one, but honestly, if this is how you're decked out in your armor, you're probably going to have one on the back of your waist, of your belt. So, alright, another switch out. Let's go with the batons, the tonfa next. And this one we're just going to remove the wrist. Put this in. Remove this one. Put in the other. And we're going to switch to head sculpt. To the unmasked. And you can see he's holding the tonfa. We'll take the back piece off. And this is more of your classic Nightwing look, because Nightwing usually battles with two Eskrima sticks, so the tonfa makes a really good version of it. What's really nice too, you can see a detailing, the blue highlights in the tonfa that matches everything in the armor. I mean, again guys, I really think this is a sleeper figure. It's one of the by far the best out there in the samurai line, especially with the sheer amount of switch outs that you get. Like, you don't get that much switch outs with any of the other pieces, so this is just fabulous, and at a really good price point too. So this is pretty straightforward put together, an assembly, ton of switch outs. Love this figure. So glad I got it, so glad he's finally in. So we're gonna end now with a couple of 360 videos so you can get an idea for what you're looking at, for what you're getting if you decide to pick this one up. I'm Payne from Payne Collectibles. Thank you so much for watching. Again, like, comment, subscribe. I've got a button that says go away you fat idiot. Feel free to do that if you want. But yeah guys, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time.